the Big Bird Bandit. I'll send you a link to it just because it's honestly
Let's take a
hilarious.
look at this.
Um, so this was big news in South Australia the other week. So
Let's take
basically,
a look.
what
Oh boy.
happened? Um, basically, what happened is anyone who's just listening to the audio version, I'm sure you've seen Sesame Street before. There's a character in Sesame Street called Big Bird, and there was a circus in Australia, in Adelaide specifically, where they had Sesame Street characters, and two dudes just decided they want to steal the costume. I don't know why, but they also, when they returned it, they had a letter that they wanted to wanted to offer. We are so sorry. We had no idea what we were doing or what our actions would cause. What? Okay, sure. We were just having a rough time, and we're trying to cheer ourselves up. We had a great
Fair
time
enough.
with Mr. Bird. He's a great guy, and no harm came to our friend. Sorry to be such a big burden, and burden was spelled like bird. Sincerely, the Big Bird Bandits.
Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting thing to happen.
Adelaide. That's a look. It might sound crazy, but this is just Adelaide. It's pretty normal, to be honest.
Okay, just all right. I guess it happened again this week. Somebody stole the Big Bird just to mess
Nothing.
around and left an apology note with a bunch of unfunny puns.
Look, there's not the. If you ever come to Australia, one thing you would find out is that nothing happens in Adelaide. It is the most boring city in the entire country.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. If you're gonna do something fun, stealing a Big Bird costume, at least they didn't steal it for real. They just took it and like gave it back in a like. Yes, they still stole it, but they didn't. They gave it back. So
But the
who knows who it could have been?
the funny part about this though is how much the costume costs.
Oh, how much does it cost?
$160,000.
Oh my! Oh, whoa!
I don't know
Big
how.
Bird's
I don't.
expensive. It's just like maybe because they have to get it so accurately done. Like perhaps they just need to like sculpt his face in such a specific way so he doesn't lose his charm. Or maybe it's got something to do with the materials they use or the feathers or it's. I mean, it is gigantic. If you've seen Big Bird, it's
213
huge.
centimeters is how big this costume is.
Exactly. That's taller than most people. That's look at that. It almost reaches the roof of this place. This depressing dark room. In fact, I should definitely open the window. Hold up. But yeah, so it is big. It's very, very large. So I expect it to be a little, difficult to sort of steal that. How are you gonna carry just without anybody noticing? Carry a 2 meter tall Big Bird costume out. Like
Yeah,
how do they get it?
It doesn't explain
wonder
how
how
they
they got
actually got it. They
Yeah.
just like grabbed it and left, I guess.
Yeah, it was flown in from New York as well. So yeah, it came straight.
Came
And then
straight
open up
from
another
Sesame
window.
Street.
Exactly, straight from Sesame Street itself, Big Bird, and Big Bird at least entertains Adelaide for a week, so there's something there.
Since we're on the topic of people doing dumb stuff, I guess we'll also talk about the earthquake that happened in America.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Okay, I'm gonna. I
I
have.
know it happened.
Where in my list of topics? Where is it? So, a gender reveal party. We all know what gender reveal parties are. It's where
In the news
parents
recently.
where parents decide they want to tell people what gender their child is because I don't know they think people care. Sometimes the gender reveal parties go a little bit bad, like causing California wildfires, killing 2 people in an airplane crash, things like this, or setting off 80 pounds of tannerite in a quarry and causing an earthquake 2 states over.
Now, that's an accomplishment. They should have competitions for this, I swear. Like they should genuinely go and have a competition of who can cause most property damage and just destroy by revealing their child's gender.
Currently, it goes to the California wildfires. That's the most damage that's been done so far.
But like, think of what you could do. You could release mustard gas in the color of a child's gender, just pink mustard gas or something like that. Or you could do something else ridiculous.
You could
if they cause an earthquake, sky's the limit.
You could launch a nuke, and the color of the mushroom cloud is the gender of the child.
Yeah. you could launch some kind of rocket like that, and the color of the plume would be the color of the child. Or maybe you could launch, just to make it like an extra surprise, you could launch like a weather balloon with explosives, and they explode in the color of the child, or something like that. Or fireworks that go horribly wrong, which is probably what causes most of these. So what caused this? Did they do like an explosion?
Yeah,
what did they do? Like,
what they did is they bought 80 pounds of tannerite, which is 36 kilos.
oh boy.
They put it in a quarry because they thought a quarry would be the safest place to do it. Because, you know, if you blow up 80 pounds of tannerite in like open space, you're probably gonna get hit with some debris.
Yeah.
So they put it underground.
Just put it in a hole.
Yeah, basically.
That's a clever idea.
The fact that no one died from this is impressive.
Yeah,
they put it in a hole, and I guess they didn't realize that that's obviously gonna do more damage underground, and that 80 pounds is a lot of explosive. Especially set off all at once.
Yeah. My question is, how did this exactly cause an earthquake? Because it is a big explosion. Like, I don't really have a sense of scale when it comes to explosives. I don't know what, like you said, what explosive are they using for this? It's tannerite. Yeah, tannerite. I have no idea what that would be like. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about guns or explode. I genuinely would not be able to calculate how much that is. But
I think it has
is there like
something
a
to do with-
calculator with this? Hold up.
I think also has something to do with the fact that it was in a quarry. Something
Yeah,
about
maybe like
putting
some geology reason.
Yeah. I don't know how it caused it, but like if you put it above ground, surely it wouldn't do it then, because you have bigger explosions than that don't cause earthquakes.
Perhaps, okay, this is my botched geology theory,
right?
Which I don't know anything about because I don't know anything about geology, or just rocks or like the Earth in general. But this is my theory. Because they put it in a quarry, there wasn't anything to cushion this explosion. So what happened was the vibrations were able to carry through the ground because there's nothing. Because if you did it in like a forest or somewhere, the vibrations would be cushioned by the trees.
Right.
But since they did it in a quarry, because you're literally talking about rock, which is pretty well conductive of vibrations, and that's why earthquakes are so dangerous, then that's what happened. They set off this explosion, and boom, it just like caused these vibrations everywhere because it was in a quarry, specifically because it wasn't a quarry. So that's my theory, just because there was nothing that cushioned the impact. But I don't know anything about geology, so I might be completely wrong. There's probably some geologist out there who knows.
I think we need to see what let's say like how big is a kilogram of tannerite, just so we can get a scale of like what 36 times.
Like how big is that explosion? How many newtons? Let's see.
Let's see. What does tannerite.com have to tell me about it? Well, it actually wouldn't have been that expensive. It's only like $9 for a pound of it. So.
Oh.
Wow, causing an earthquake is pretty cheap. Let's see.
They say it's I'm assuming it's I just read here it's like an equivalent to TNT. So you should be able to use TNT calculations to figure this out. So, and according to the calculators I found online, this sort of like TNT explosion would be, how much is this? Oh, it's around 36 kilograms. It'd be around 29.1 kilograms of explode. What is that even meant to mean? I want to figure out newtons. Hold up. TNT calculators. There's got to be some online.
Oh, I found someone blowing up half a pound of tannerite. My OBS keeps switching to your face every time I try to show my web browser.
Okay, I'm looking at this now, and it's pretty. I mean, this is nice to look at. It's a explosion.
It is, but like times that by 160.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I can see why this caused an earthquake now. Yeah. Oh, it's all coming together now. I don't even think it was the quarry, but maybe that could have contributed.
I don't know if there's a video of the actual explosion going on.
I don't think anybody would have.
Look, you got to get that cloud on the internet. That's the only reason you do this.
That is true, but maybe it was only for friends. I don't know. Let's see. Hold up.
I didn't look much into the story. I just this is dumb, and I have to talk about this.
There appears to be no there's photos of it, but there appears to be no actual videos of it. There's videos of the aftermath. There's videos of the explosion that happened. Let's see if there's any news channels that have the proper film of it.
But just seeing this, the picture of the explosion, sort of gives you an idea of.
Yeah, this is big. At least we know it was a boy. The embarrassment of this guy. knowing that his life literally started off with a bang.
He's made an impact on the world. But
Yeah, a physical impact, a vibration.
the New Hampshire man has already turned himself into police after setting off this explosion. So at least he's not
At
on the
least he
run
was
like
responsible.
the Big Bird bandits.
Yeah, which we don't know where they went. The greatest criminals of all time, the Big Bird bandits, just trying to entertain a town for a weekend just by stealing Big Bird, who costs $100 and something thousand to make. Yeah, this is fascinating. Yeah, but I don't know how much force this would have generated, but I can see now why this would have caused proper, earthquake.
I don't know like how big it was. Like people were saying things fell off their wall and the foundation of their houses cracked. So it's not like a house destroying earthquake, anything like that.
Yeah, so nothing really bad happened, but it was an earthquake caused by an explosion. So I don't know if it was caused maybe by the quarry or if it was caused by something else, but 80 pounds of tannerite is going to do something.
It's definitely gonna do something.
Yeah.
Like we can see that.
There will be some form of physical impact. So yeah,